exactly what, oh my god, that dress is very tight. Should not have worn this. I'm just awkwardly. You know exactly what time it is. It is that time we're pretending we're on Genius Explain the Lyrics and we talk incessantly into the void of the internet about a song that no one will ever hear. And yeah, this is Midnight in Paris. Let's go. Okay, cool. Dope Sick Fresh. Story behind this song. The first, okay, so this is kind of an awkward story, but I was on the toilet. In January. I was looking through different beats on YouTube because I was like, oh, I want to write again, but I didn't have any idea. So I was looking through like random instrumental beats on YouTube and I came across something that was called, I think it was just called Paris. In the next 10 minutes, sitting on the toilet, I wrote the chorus of Midnight in Paris. Picnic with my best friends. We start to plan what we will do. Tuscany was a way to sort of daydream your way out of the very dark reality that was happening at a time. And I wanted Midnight in Paris to be a parallel to that and be, instead of daydreaming, now you actually get to do these things. You actually get to plan a night out in Paris and dancing on the streets of Paris. Anyways, let's go to the pre-chorus. My favorite part of the song. Well, I read that the French always say what's on their mind, leaving lipstick stains on tall glasses of wine, practically invented being nonchalant for fun. They tear apart Voltaire just like afternoon croissants, strolling over bridges that were built in Renaissance. Well, isn't that what every Roman's loving 20-something woman wants? This is my fun little pre-chorus. It's kind of a recall back to Tuscany, describing things you could do in Tuscany. I wanted Midnight in Paris to have some of that too. And I was like, oh my god, croissants, Voltaire, they say everything they want to say. And it's my experience with Europeans in general, to be honest. I feel like that's how all Europeans are. They like say it straight to your face or not say it at all. But if they say it to your face, it'll be the truth. Like there's no BSing with Europeans. And so that pre-chorus is kind of like a cutesy, slightly romanticized version of what the French people are all about. And it sort of leads into this. My god, I lost my trail. Anyways, chorus. Midnight in Paris, I've always heard there's magic in the air as you're watching people dance by sun. Midnight in Paris, oh what a feeling. Steps on cobblestones, thinking this must be La Vie en Rose. So the whole idea of watching people dance by sun sounds so cliche, but it's actually from personal experience. High summer. It was like late June, early July, super hot, and in cities where the heat just contains itself within the city, even at night, like it doesn't dissipate, but it stays there and you feel like the warmth coming off of the pavements and the cement, and there's this smell in the air that feels hopeful and magical, and I don't know how to, but I hope you guys feel me on this. There's like a little breeze going on, and so we were walking through Paris. It was like 11 at night probably. We had just like eaten dinner at this cute little bistro. It was amazing. It was like so stereotypically French and I didn't appreciate it enough at the time. But we were walking along the Seine and I look and you hear this like jazz music playing. This true story, sort of like in the background. We walk towards it. We look down. There's like a bank that you can walk next to the Seine. There's like the street, and then there's it lower down. It's a bank that people walk along. And there's this jazz trio playing, a bassist, I think there was like a nice drummer, and maybe a saxophone, something like that, and people doing I think it was the jive, like some like old school dancing, you know, when like in the heels and the 50s dresses, and they were just dancing by Seine to jazz music. And I remember just like standing there being so in awe of that moment, because it was just one of those things in life where everything just collides in the most beautiful, magical way. And you're looking at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm experiencing this right now. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Verse 2. Maybe I'll get a place that's right across the Notre Dame. The roof will be leaking, but I'll be as happy as they come. romantic and it kind of makes me smile. Okay, that's what that is. I've always wanted to move to Paris, and in my parallel secret life, I still do, maybe for like a few months or like a year, and just live there undercover as like a painter or artist and just like walk around the Louvre and like study art. And yeah, and in that fantasy, I have a roof that's leaking and the apartment's right across Notre Dame. Cool. Now we only have the bridge left, which is a bridge that I did not include in the final version, but I still kind of like, because it turns this song into a ballad. So let's play that. Mona Lisa in the Louvre, Eiffel Tower at noon, evenings in Montmartre, Céline Moulin Rouge. If there's one thing that I learned in the year I spent inside, is that the fairy tale of life lives in the beauty that you find. Did I want to include that just so I could pronounce things in a French way? Maybe. The one thing that I learned in the year I spent inside is that the fairy tale of life lives in the beauty that you find. And that is just, I think that almost sums up all of the songs that I've written, the whole EP, to be honest. Like, it starts with Tuscany, with Simple. Each of the songs explores at least a little bit of that idea of the fact that, you know, at the end of the day, when everything that we're used to is stripped away, your sort of human survival instinct kicks in, and you're trying to find things to keep yourself going. And I think a lot of us, hopefully, have discovered in the past year that life doesn't necessarily have to be grand in order to be beautiful. If you sort of realign yourself to start looking for joy in the little places, if your baseline is life is great and I'm gonna make it great, then it can only go up from there. But yeah, that's Made It in Paris. I hope you guys enjoy the EP. It's been such a humbling experience to be able to release this over the past year, and because these are really the songs that you guys responded to the most. These are so in a way you chose the track list of this EP, which I think is even more awesome. So yeah, I hope this was fun for you too, and you know what, I'll see you next year.